Alright, I told you I was going to get some videos of it jumping, because to me jumping is how you can ultimately test how strong something is, because that's where they take the most abuse. Next I got to take it to a track and see if I can do durability, see how long it'll last. But for jumping purposes, I just wanted to show you how things went. Hopefully you got a chance to watch that video with a whole bunch of jumps, different heights, some of them ridiculously high. I was simply using a 2S pack from Traxxas, a 10,000, so that way I can get a lot of jumps with the same battery and weight, so that way you can catch a nice difference. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Here's kind of the lowdown. As you can see on the top here, the tie bar that I use as protection for the wire popped off. So that's one thing that I have to find a way to reinforce a little better, but it does seem like it's working. The few times it did flip, it looked like it took the beating and not near the wire. So I think I'm going to go with that. If anything, maybe I'll get a second tie rod and put it across, maybe closer to the ends here, so that way it forms a little more of a cage. So haven't decided yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay, in terms of the changes, let me move the camera here so it's portable. All right, in terms of changes, here is my super heavy duty shock that I've been talking about and I have videos up. Looks like it did really well, very strong, nothing came loose, everything looks solid. Let's keep going around here. You can see here, everything looks good. Looks like I might even pop the shock here. I see a little bit of grease dripping. Front end looks good. I did go back to a narrower track on the front. So I used to have rear arms on the front and back, so that would be a little bit wider. For some reason, I made it smaller, and it seems like it's a lot more durable now. I guess because the length is shorter, so therefore making it stronger. Everything seems really nice and solid. Even the tie rods that I made for steering, they seem nice and strong, doing well. This one here is a little bent, but doing okay. Underneath, as you can see, everything is still here. Everything's still intact the way I did it. I had to replace it today with a green one, so that's okay. I don't make a difference to me. I'm not into pretty. I just want it, like I said, I was trying to do something very strong and very functional. If you're wondering what the black is, I use liquid tape to help hold the screws in, as well as create a rubber coating on them, so if they get scratched, hopefully they won't rust. This is epoxy. It's actually, let me rephrase that, that's rubber cement. I rubber cement everything in, or excuse me, hot glue everything in after I screw it in as a way of extra reinforcement. It's just something I do. You can see it here in the front. You can see it really here on the back, because I'm not using the stock holes. This brought it back, using the wider portion, brought this back a little bit, so I had to make my own holes. The original holes are right here on the edge, so it brought it back about a 1/4 inch. If you're wondering if I was really jumping that hard, yes it is. Here's a screw that is bent. Let me see if I can get an angle of it. You can see there that it's bent. So it took quite a beating. Everything else looks like it's in pretty good shape. Let me flip it back over. Everything else looks like it's in good shape. Motor looks good, mount looks good. Everything is nice and solid. Well, there's my project for now. I just kind of wanted to give you a glimpse of it jumping. As I said, when you jump, to me, that's the ultimate test of strength, because that's where it takes a lot of beating. When you go to a track and bash, that's more about durability. So in terms of durability, with strength like it's showing, I think will be great. Otherwise, let's see what happens, and we'll keep you up on this project. Meanwhile, thanks for following, and if you have any suggestions or things you want me to try, let me know. So again, thanks, and have a good one.